When we think of hauntings, most people would think of dilapidated halls of old forgotten mansions, or the shadowy corners of a lonely graveyard. We imagine the creaking of ancient floorboards, or the whisper of unseen forces in places that wear their history like a shroud.
And upstairs we heard footsteps, very loud footsteps, thump, 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 thump. And I looked around and counted 1, 2, 3, 4 to make sure we were all there. And we were all there. And I asked one of the employees, I said, let's go upstairs and check it out. He's all, no way, I'm staying right where I am.
But what if the ghost of the past didn't haunt the places we expected? What if they lingered in a setting far more unexpected? A place where the convergence of nostalgia, childhood memories, and the paranormal would be the last thing you would anticipate. Welcome back to Terrifying Tales and Haunted Locations. Our haunting tale begins in the 1970s in Sunnyvale, California, nestled in the heart of Silicon Valley, a hotbed of high-tech innovation, and proudly claims its place in history as the birthplace of the video game industry. Sunnyvale was the former headquarters of Atari, the pioneering company behind the iconic home video game consoles. It was here that beloved games like Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Donkey Kong, and Asteroids became an integral part of our collective childhoods. Yet it was in an unassuming building at 130 East El Camino Real that a Toys R Us store opened its doors, marking the unexpected start of a chilling story that would unfold most unexpectedly. The iconic toy store chain Toys R Us played a pivotal role in transforming the toy industry. During the period between 1950 and 1990, the toy market experienced phenomenal growth in sales, with revenues soaring from $500 million to a staggering $12 billion. A significant milestone in this journey was in 1978, when Toys R Us began trading on the New York Stock Exchange, cementing its status as a dominant force in the industry. For those of us who grew up in the 70s and early 80s, walking into a Toys R Us store was a magical experience, unlocking a world of endless fun and wonder. We were greeted by Jeffrey the Giraffe and surrounded by vibrant colors that radiated excitement. Once inside, the magic unfolded. A vast wall of board games towered above, while aisles burst with an array of action figures, including the beloved Ninja Turtles and later the mighty Power Rangers. In the 80s, their iconic slogan of "I'm a Toys R Us kid" echoed in our minds, encapsulating the timeless dream of eternal youth and the joy of never wanting to grow up.
I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
There's a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. More games, more toys, oh boy! I want to be a Toys R Us.
The beloved chain was truly a conduit for children and families, promising laughter and joy. However, beneath its welcoming facade, a darker presence lurked within this particular Toys R Us location in Sunnyvale. As time passed, employees began to experience strange and unexplained occurrences. Toys would mysteriously fall off shelves, disembodied voices echoed through the empty aisles, and a pervasive feeling of being watched settled over staff members working late shifts. It became chillingly clear that they were not alone in the store. The once peaceful atmosphere had given way to an eerie sense of unease, hinting at a ghostly force lurking in the shadows.
I heard my name being called, and I listened again, and I turned around and I couldn't see who was calling me, and I said, wait a minute, she's not even working today. And I'd get back up and I'd start fixing the overstock again, and I'd hear it again, and then I'd feel my hair being caressed, and it just, ugh.
8 years after the strange occurrences began, in 1978, Sylvia Browne, an American writer and self-proclaimed medium and psychic, was summoned to the Toys R Us store to uncover the source of the paranormal activity. During a chilling séance held within the store's walls, Browne established a connection with a restless and agitated spirit. Through her mediumship, she revealed the identity of the entity. Johnny Johnson, often called Yanni by those who knew him, was a young farmhand who lived and met a tragic demise on the very land where the Sunnyvale Toys R Us once flourished with an array of endless toys. As Browne continued the séance, she uncovered a heartbreaking tale of love, loss, and unfinished business that had bound Johnny's spirit to the location for decades. The Sunnyvale Toys R Us may have closed its doors in 2018, but the hauntings persisted, refusing to be silenced by the store's demise.
It's a story of unrequited love, and not like some of the violence we see at other, let's say, ghost stories. It's sad, it's tragic.
According to legend and Sylvia Browne, the land on which the Sunnyvale Shopping Center stands boasts a rich and fascinating history that spans nearly 2 centuries. This storied past sets the stage for the intriguing events that would unfold on this seemingly ordinary site. In the early 1800s, Martin Murphy Jr. purchased the 5,000-acre property and established a thriving farm, paving the way for future developments. Here, Johnny Johnson, or Yanni, a young man passionate about the ministry, worked as a farmhand to support himself. While on the farm, Johnny met Elizabeth, Martin's daughter, and fell deeply in love. Johnny's heart belonged to Elizabeth, despite their differing social status and financial backgrounds. However, Johnny's love for Elizabeth was doomed from the start. The fate that awaited Johnny was sealed when she revealed her engagement and upcoming marriage, a union that would leave him heartbroken and shattered. Little did he know, this heartache was only the beginning of his despair. One day, while Johnny worked in the farm's woodlot, disaster struck. As he swung the axe, he lost his footing, and the blade veered off course, striking his leg and severing vital arteries, which caused catastrophic blood loss. With no one nearby to hear his cries for help, Johnny's life slipped away amidst the fallen wood. His dreams of ministry and love faded into eternal silence. However, the memories of his time with Elizabeth proved too powerful to release, holding him back from moving on. Unable to come to terms with his loss, his spirit became trapped in a state of limbo, suspended between the world of the living and the dead. As a result, Johnny's spirit lingered, a ghostly presence tethered to the land where his love for Elizabeth had flourished. The Toys R Us store, built on the same land where Johnny's tragic fate unfolded, became the epicenter of Johnny's paranormal activity. Former employees share a multitude of chilling tales, recounting unexplained occurrences that still send shivers down their spines.
And the one little teddy bear, instead of just falling down like it normally would, went out into an arch down to the floor. And I said to the manager, "You say what? Did that frighten you?" And he said, "It sure did, Put." I had gone in to use the restroom, was in one of the restroom stalls, heard the door open, heard the water turn on, kind of looked under, saw nobody in the restroom. The water turned off, the door opened, and I refused to use the restroom the rest of the 6 weeks I was here.
These eerie encounters have become etched in the memories of those who worked at the store. Employees and visitors to the new store have reported experiencing strange occurrences and ghostly encounters as well, suggesting that Johnny's restless spirit is not bound to the former toy store, but rather the land itself. And so, if you are ever passing through Sunnyvale, California, take a moment to glance at 130 East El Camino Real and recall the haunting tale of Johnny Johnson and the haunting encounters at the former Toys R Us. Though the aisles are now filled with sporting goods and adventure, remnants of the past still linger. Secrets remain concealed, and whispers of a love that defied time continue to echo. leaving us to ponder what other mysteries lie in wait for the new occupants hidden just out of sight. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more spine-chilling tales. Until next time, thank you for watching.